Hi everyone, my name is Junon. I have a health science background and I am the author of the book Truth and Empathy: How to Find Your Soulmate. Now, this is the video for chapter 4, and the title of this chapter is Improving Your Overall Health. Throughout the book, we discuss different challenges people are facing in their relationships and how to uh, identify your own personality types, your level of awareness, so that you are the reference points to know who is the best match for you. This is actually the shortest of those chapters, but it's has quite a bit of information still in there. And how it's divided is that the first part deals with mental health, second has to do with nutrition, and the third, physical activity. Now, why it starts with mental health is that I would say, based on what my observations, because I worked as a health coach and also a health educator, I have a clinical nutrition background. I would say that about 80% of people, at adults, at any given point, probably deal with a mental or physical health issue. Actually, mental health issues is probably more prevalent than any other type of physical disease. So, from heart disease to, I know there's diabetes, obesity, there are obviously cancer. The issue with most adults in North America is that they are dealing with mental health issues. And to be able to cope, they are using toxic substances, and these substances end up damaging their health. So let's say if we look at refined carbs, we look at cigarettes, whether it's hard drugs, marijuana as well is something people use. People will use some antidepressants that are actually prescribed medication, so forth, to be able to feel good in the short term. But in the long run, they usually have negative effects on the body. So that's why people, unless you really pay attention to how you feel and use natural ways, you probably will use these substances that does not only put a band-aid on the issue and actually by themselves will create more problems that will not only affect your physical health but also your relationships. And based on the information that I've already given in my other videos, we realize that one of the main issues has to do with the person's dominant brain waves. So, what I've seen so far is that if someone breathes more than 16 times a minute at rest, they are pretty much guaranteed to have a mental health issue. So, I would strongly suggest that people think about meditation. What meditation does, and people do it every once in a while, but I think that it should be something people do every day because we are living in a very unnatural environment. Most of us sit all day, are stressed several hours a day. We're dealing with processed foods, even in terms of the air quality. Meditation helps because it slows down your brain waves, it makes your brain more coherent, and that automatically regularizes your breathing. And I also would suggest to even check the Buteyko technique. If you go on YouTube, there are a number of videos that talk about it. You can actually get trained, so someone can actually teach you how to do that. In the book, also, there's a link to my oral cleansing video. Very good in terms of calming the nervous system, because a lot of people, in terms of an energetic levels, that they have a lot of impurities in their energy field. And if you remove these impurities, you will see that automatically the brain waves becomes more coherent and slower, and also the breathing rate follows suit. So that's why I say if you combine Buteyko technique, oral cleansing, and daily meditation, then you'll probably see some great results. The other aspect that I tell people, I know that sounds kind of bizarre, but they should sleep alone as often as possible. The issue is that people's nervous systems synchronize, and if you are sleeping the same way with someone who's very stressed during the night, they actually speed up your own brainwaves, and you absorb the impurities, and you end up having health issues. So wherever you are the most vulnerable, let's say if you're prone to headaches or backache or even, let's say, type 2 diabetes, and I keep on stressing you like that, probably that's when you're going to start seeing symptoms. And obviously it's something that it can be kind of tricky. I know, like it's if you're already married and so forth, but again, I'm just stating the facts. Whenever you can, please do so. And also, as if you aren't already have a partner, I'd say that invite this person to do the same thing, because this book, although it says finding your soulmate, but it has to do with dealing with people in general. So I think that the more people who do take better care of their mental health, everyone benefits from that. We talk about grounding, we talk about mouth taping as well, in terms of being able to breathe through the nose while you sleep. They also talks about also where you put your tongue, so that you make sure that you over time, if actually you can always check Dr. Muse at Mike Mew. He has some techniques to actually help if you start breathing more through the nose or into the mouth, and help enlarge, let's say, your jaw, so that you have better airway. The second pillar in terms of health has to do with nutrition. Obviously, nutrition is very important in terms of getting nutrients to build your body. Most people in North America tend to uh, eat too much refined carbs. So I would say to people, uh, food doesn't make you gain weight. So I always often say to people, there are no donut trees. So you don't go to your backyard and you see plants producing M&Ms. So the food that is produced, real food is produced by nature, is usually non-addictive. So it's very difficult to gain weight and having health issues if you're eating broccoli and grilled chicken. So whenever someone tells me that they have a weight issue, I'm saying no. Usually, it's not a weight issue. It has to do with eating substances that are man-made. It's not made by nature. So that's why I would say to people, if you keep it simple, so you want to make sure that you focus on non-starchy vegetables, lean protein, and some good fats. That's a meal, and stay away from off the liquid sugar, which whether it's pop, it's juice. Uh, your body doesn't need these refined carbs. Actually, it's damaging to the body to do that. And in the book, I go into more details about certain tips that you can use to have better nutrition. And then the last one has to do with physical activity. You don't have to do anything crazy. It has to do with being physically active. And when you think about it, it's kind of odd that human beings have to go to the gym to stay physically active. You don't see that in the wild. I mean, so it's important to incorporate activities that you would do naturally, like cleaning your place or going for a walk, or participating in a sport that you enjoy. And I would say that people should be physically active at least an hour a day. I mean, I think it makes no sense that most of us just sit for 8 hours or more per day and not take at least an hour just to move to get some blood circulation. So it has to do with just doing moderate. You don't have to do anything crazy. And I would say that if a person makes sure that they get some aerobic exercise and nothing high intensity, and while you're doing it, you make sure that you're breathing through the nose, the mouth is closed, and you make sure so that you build some muscle mass as well. Usually with these two, I see people, you can easily, with an hour of strengthening per week and an hour of fast walking or physical activity per day, you should be fit enough, especially if you are doing the meditation and taking care of your mental health and having proper nutrition, to be quite healthy. So it's about balance. It has to do with a lot of it is common sense that we already know it, but it's to apply it. And I think that if you do that, then when you meet the person, they can actually see just by how you present your body that you care about yourself, you're proud of yourself. Because I think that if you are the type of person who is conscious about their physical appearance and their health, then you basically saying to the person, well, you know what? If you are with me, then I'm able to bring that to the table, because your mental and physical health are assets in a relationship. And obviously, if people want to improve their health, they don't want to be with a partner who's just going to bring more problems that could easily be prevented. So I think that's why this chapter, I think that I try to put in enough information to help you in a natural way and low cost to improve your sense of well-being. This is a summary of chapter number 4. If you enjoyed the content, click on the like button and subscribe to our channel. I will talk to you soon. Take care.